Obesity has shocking rising rates that appear in children more than adults. A child goes to school every day and there is an influence on the students' consumption habits. Schools do form eating patterns in students' lives. School lunch programs in the United States need to change their menus into a more self-satisfying meal consistent of nutrients. What is obesity without a cause? There was never a problem with food-based menu planning until now. Like a new bike, the menu is shiny and new and great, but it gets old, the tires don't get changed, and the menu is still expected to operate the same as it did 20 years ago. Food-based menu planning provides schools with specific servings of meat, dairy, vegetable, and grains. It was never a guideline until something needed to be changed. The food-based menu planning is the structure of the bike, but after years of not evolving, the structure may still remain intact, but what needs repaired. The chain is what contributes to the rider. It keeps the bike moving and usable, so nutritional value has to be changed. The drop in nutritional value has gotten attention but is not getting any better. The schools are controlled to make a healthier lifestyle. Children are not being taught to grab a hold of the bike, which is their food consumption habits. What is obesity without a cause? Before new federal nutrition standards, children were receiving less than 20% of their daily calories. Students were supposed to receive 30 to 50% of their daily calories during the school day alone. By law, schools are told to restrict their fat content to 30% of the calories served each week. A calculation of 81% of schools in the United States exceeded that limit. The real downfall is that a child's brain is like a sponge. They soak up all the knowledge taught to them. When part of the sponge malfunctions, their ability to learn is damaged. When the student takes in junk foods opposed to healthy foods, the extra sugars and fat affects the brain. What is obesity without a cause? Modern marketing tactics is to earn profit through advertisement. News channels such as News Channel 1 provided free video equipment to schools who show their 2-minute ads. These ads consist of fatty and sugary beverages and foods. The ads also contribute to buying and consumption behaviors. It creates a negative impact. Why not pull the plug on media advertisement? Schools use food as a reward system. Elementary schools in Detroit reward their students with academic achievements with McDonald's. When the healthy meals are corrupt the brain, then it is necessary to pull the plug on advertisement in schools. Every corner they turn, there is a temptation of a sugar-indulged cake or a diabetic soda. It is believed that the temptation of a vending machine's junk food contributes to obesity. The temptation of buying is intensified through advertisement. Healthy eating is for the better. Better is not always cheaper. Cheaper doesn't come with a variety. First Lady Michelle Obama is aware of the issue. She released a statement to the Grocer Manufacturers Association saying, "Rethink what you're offering and how you market those products to our children." The objective is to create healthier food environments for kids. The U.S. Department of Agriculture did a comparison of a week's worth of lunches before and after the new nutritional standards in school meals. Before federal standards: hot dog bun with ketchup, canned pears, raw celery, and carrots with ranch dressing, low fat, 1% milk. And after nutrition standards: whole wheat spaghetti sauce and a whole wheat roll, green beans, cooked broccoli, cauliflower, kiwi halves, raw vegetables, low-fat milk, and low-fat ranch dipping sauce, and soft mandarin. This proves that children are only getting 30 to 50% of their calories, but more of a variety of consistent of a fresh taste. Controversy created by the schools, interpreted by the schools, ignored by the schools. Healthier meals are being determined if the benefit is greater than the costs. The president of the School Nutrition Association, Katie Wilson, made it clear when she said schools could either provide healthy foods or go into debt or allow unhealthy items. That raises the question, are unhealthy choices bad? Schools only receive $2.14 for each free meal they serve as part of the National School Lunch Program. Often that is not enough to break even with expenses. Assistant Principal Kathy Osborne was pleased with the reaction from the student lunches. They enjoyed it. The adoption will take time for students to overcome not only healthy foods but good tasting, appealing foods. Some schools turn to a local farmer to buy produce. The only issue from switching from the school district caterers to local produce is distribution. The community benefits both side inside and outside the classroom. Media advertisements do well for the school. Channel 1 News practically gives free video supplies to schools. ZAPME Corporation offers entire computer labs, fast speedy satellite connection, teacher training, and high-tech lollipops to school. The schools claim they have control over the type of message the advertisement students are exposed to, but it's practically free. The catch is the system contains ads of their medium glory. Therefore, taking the free equipment is justified. There are other attributes to obesity. Toxins used to grow more produce to provide to everyone takes less time. Unlike non-GM organic farming, produce cannot be grown quick enough to feed everyone. These new toxins are not only bad for the environment but for human health as well. BPA or bisphenol A is a chemical found in plastic packaging. Young women with high levels of BPA in their urine had double the risk of obesity. The type of chemical BPA can alter the body's metabolism. There is always that other possible factor to contribute to obesity. All for one and one for all. Although there are possible factors to contribute to national obesity rates, the odds of the scenarios are slim. It is questionable of whether the schools should or should not switch to nutritional options. American schools think that the new health change will beat obesity, but fear prices will raise. The cost of nutritious foods and the budget providing food will not meet. Revenue will not break even with schools, even with federal funds. With new change, the students will have to adapt. You might see more waste on trays when the schools proceed to the switch. There are others around the world pursuing the new health movement. In the United States, the Department of Agriculture is looking into the needs of nutritional values. In London, schools have a city caterer that provides all the needs of the school meals. Though parents of the students raided the kitchen of the schools and found packaged food, reconstituted meat, no fruits or veggies. The parents took control of the situation when they went to the school board and demanded a change. In the United States of America, the government was more concerned with the health than the parents. What sprung such a movement? Directors of the schools know that school meals need to be nutritious and an important part of addressing the childhood obesity epidemic, says Marie Richardson, Director of Culinary Services for Glenn County Schools, to follow. Bake sales are being regulated or just banned to encourage healthy eating by selling fresh fruits and veggies. Shiro Danley believes that you should honor the students' food culture that would lead to an obesity mess. If schools such as Strawberry Schools factor in fruit or vegetable picking into modern life, it makes eating healthier an everyday habit. Schools need to consider the health movement. Placing healthier foods habits into the school's regular routine makes healthy habits a routine. There would be an imposing force on the